Hey, it's Nick Fundytus here from Royal LePage, and this is Nick Answers Reddit. So this is a segment where each week I answer a Redditor's real question um, from their experience in buying or selling a home in and around Ontario or in Canada in general, or just living in Ottawa. So this week's question actually comes all the way from Edmonton, and user named Pitiful Astronaut, which is cute one, uh, has this question about gardens. So it says, I'm thinking of selling my home within the next year. We didn't originally plan on selling it this time when we moved here a few years ago. So we went ahead and built this garden. I'm so conflicted about leaving it. I'm considered moving it to wherever we buy our next house, but I also wonder if it would be better just to leave it here. What is the general consensus? Will this deter or attract buyers having a garden of this scale? My yard is about twice this size, and there's a couple of photos there. It's just on the other side of my house, not pictured here. So, you know, about half her yard is taken up by a very well tended vegetable garden. So this is not, this is not a big decorative flower bed just for looking at. This is a working garden. It looks, you can see a few different kind of vegetables and fruits and stuff that are growing in there. So my thoughts on this one are, first of all, I wanted to look up some information on this. So I found a Royal LePage survey. It says that features that enhance outdoor living spaces, including vegetable gardens, are highly appreciated by prospective buyers in Canada. Now, anecdotally, my experience is gardens, especially vegetable gardens, seem to split the jury with buyers. What I mean by that is that some love it and they feel a real kinship with a seller or a homeowner who they see as a fellow gardener. Um, on the other side of that, or sorry, other side of it, some people are just going to see it as extra work when they buy a house. My feeling is that as long as it's neat and not too unruly and overgrown when the home is shown, I'd say it's a small net positive. But it's never going to pay you back relative, on resale relative to the considerable cost and effort that it took you to put it in, cultivate it, and maintain it. So I'm not a gardener, but my wife is, and I know the kind of work that goes into that into that. So to maximize the value that you get out of this garden, first of all, I would say if you're going to list the house and you're planning on selling it with the garden, document the garden. That would be the first thing. Take some photos of the produce for a vegetable garden or when it's in full bloom for a flower garden, and write a list of what it produces and how to take care of it if you're really ambitious. The owner of our house before this, and I'm at my house right now, the owner of our house did beautiful flower beds. We were not originally gardeners when we moved to this house. My wife was, she tried a little bit, but it really helped that the whole garden was mapped out and the homeowner gave us a tour of the yard and how to take care of anything and everything, and left us really good notes and drawings and stuff. And it has really gotten my wife into gardening, and me into lawn care, which is a lower level of skill. So a buyer whose green thumb is not as green as yours is going to appreciate that level of care. Post in the listing that you are willing to relocate the garden prior to closing, and that you will happily reseed or resod the areas where you pulled out the plants. This appears cooperative and it appears low maintenance to any non-gardeners who are considering buying the place. So good luck on the future move. The photos in there, if you look up the link, are a very lovely garden, and I hope that the owner has gotten lots of enjoyment out of it and enjoys wherever she is taking it, which I'm not guessing here. She mentions in one of the comments that this is a woman posting here. So source why I know this, as always, I'm a realtor in Ottawa, Ontario, and if you find this helpful, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow our blog, or sign up for our newsletter. We are always happy to give advice, and you can send your questions here to me at YouTube on the comments, or you can send it to me and the team on our website or any of our socials. Just look up Nick Fundytus. We're very easy to find. That's all, and we'll talk to you next week with another one.